Welcome to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report, hosted by Craig Dawson, Vice President, Soul Pit Media.
Hello and welcome to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report. Today we have a special Black History Month podcast, and I am very pleased to actually have a special guest, someone who has done so much for the city of Pittsburgh, and in my eyes is a real unsung hero of this area. Today we have William B. Marshall, founder of Stop the Violence Pittsburgh. B, welcome to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report.
Thank you so much. We're so happy that you're blessed to be able to be a part of the program today.
Now, I want our listeners to know that B does so much in the community, and he's so busy that, it's really a gift that I wanted to give to our audience during Black History Month to have this interview. Now, B, when you think of Black History Month in Pittsburgh, you are truly an unsung hero for all that you have done to uplift our community. Growing up, is this something that you always dreamed about doing?
Well, actually, I didn't envision this course for my life, but I'm not going to say that I'm an unsung hero. I'm just a guy trying to follow in the footsteps of the people that already let the groundwork and set the platforms for us to do stuff in our community. We're just trying to follow their path and continue that legacy of educating the community, trying to uplift the community and do something for our people.
Well, B, in this day and age, you are truly needed, man. And I noticed in doing my research that a lot of your events are historically authentic in nature. Were you always interested in Black history?
And so growing up, I was always sensitive about our history and our culture, but recently, maybe over the last 15 years, I've been studying a lot more about our legacy here in the city of Pittsburgh, and a lot of the events that we produce always have some type of a historical basis or foundation that we rely on to produce our events. Actually, it's like a steering mechanism for me to learn about something that makes me think I need to try to activate that. You know what I mean? So just to give you an example in a brief history, prior to me starting Stop the Violence Pittsburgh in 2012, we used to promote different events like hip hop events and R&B events and gospel shows and comedy shows. I did that from 2006 to about 2012. 2012, we had the incident Sandy Hook, and that affected us in the community a whole lot. And then I started thinking about, what about the tragedies, about the killings amongst our youth here inside of the city of Pittsburgh and Allegheny County, and how can we do something to that kind of affect those outcomes and try to stop and curb violence in our own community? That's when we formulated the organization of Stop the Violence Pittsburgh. And what I decided to do initially was and I drew on my past experiences in history, I decided to produce a Juneteenth celebration. We called our first event in 2013 was Juneteenth Increase the Peace. So Juneteenth had been celebrated in the city of Pittsburgh for a number of years, but it fell off. A lot of people didn't know what Juneteenth was. I remember in the 90s, Homewood, they started, or maybe in the 80s, they started the first Juneteenth celebrations. Then WAMO used to do a Juneteenth celebration over on the south side in Station Square. Then they converted that to WAMO Day. But I remember festivals growing up when I was a kid. I remember we used to have a Rambe in Homewood. There was a festival in Manchester on the north side. Hill District had festivals and parades and all that type of stuff. And what really inspired me was to think about when I was a kid and I used to go to Rambe. I lived on the hill. I used to go to Homewood for the Rambe. You would see everybody from all different communities coming to a Rambe. It didn't make no difference if you was on the north side, the south side, East Hills, Penn Hills, Oakensburg. Everybody came over and united as it was like this big Black family reunion. And so when we decided to do our first Juneteenth celebration, that was the concept that I had about creating June Increase the Peace Festival in 2013. And from that point on, we just started to gradually grow and grow. We started our first event over at Stage AE. Then we moved to Strip District in 2014. And then in 2015, learned about a brother named Martin Delaney. Martin Delaney is a historical figure in the city of Pittsburgh that in the 19th century, 1800s, started the first print office in the city of Pittsburgh, went to Harvard University. He also became the first Black U.S. major in the Civil War. And Martin Delaney actually had his print office in downtown Market Square around on 3rd Avenue. So when I learned about that, I also started learning about other abolitionists in the city of Pittsburgh and how Market Square was actually a location where Black abolitionists had businesses and actually did things down in Market Square. So that inspired me to say, hey, we're going to move our Juneteenth downtown to Market Square because we've been here. So that was the beginning of a major move when we moved inside of Market Square from 2000 to 2018. And as the festival got a little bit bigger, I learned about Point. I learned about how when the city of Pittsburgh started in 1758, there were over 42 Black men that actually fought with, I think it was General Forbes, to take Fort Duquesne away from the French, and they named it Fort Pitt. Fort Pitt is the foundation, the very beginning of the city of Pittsburgh. When we found that information out, we said, oh, we're going to move our Juneteenth festival to the Point because Black people actually helped in the founding of this city. So there's no locations that we can't be in. So we've been down the Point since 2018.
Well, I'm not going to digress and mention anything about we helped found the city, but now they don't want us there since we had a favorable outcome. Okay, I won't digress. But it's interesting. I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people don't know that we actually helped found the city, and especially the Point in Market Square. And hey, man, I take my hat off to you. And all I will say is I was a very proud donor to the fund to make it right. And because you know that when I said an unsung hero, I meant it. Because anyone who knows me, I value my words, and you've done a lot for the city, man. And it's an honor and a privilege to have you on, man. And keep fighting that fight, man.
Most definitely, we can't stop.
Absolutely. Now, B, can you talk to our listeners about some of the projects that you sponsor throughout the year?
Yeah. So like we just mentioned, in 2013 we started the Juneteenth celebration, but in 2018, I'm always just trying to think of ways that we can expand and actually affect our youth. What I did was we started a Black History Month essay competition. I thought that I was going to be able to do this within the Pittsburgh public schools and maybe have 2 or 3 schools that participate and maybe affect some students. But when we sent the word out about the essay competition, what ended up happening is like 15 schools contacted me. Students participate in the essay contest. From that, I learned that they had stopped teaching Black history and actually inside of the high schools. There was no direction or course designed to teach the students Black history. So based on that, what we did was we ended up creating a Student Black History Month Summit. And we started the summit at David Lawrence Convention. Then we moved over to the Soldiers and Sellers Memorial Hall every February. And from starting that Black History Month essay contest and the summit, now service over 600 students from 30 different schools in 30 different school districts. It's a free event that we create where they come in and we get some volunteers to give different history lessons on Black history sometime within our community. For example, this February, the 3 topics that we used was the Tuskegee Airmen of Western Pennsylvania. We used the Negro Opera House. And a lot of people don't know about the Freedom House, the ambulance service that started here in the Hill District in the city of Pittsburgh started EMS service across the country. We had people to come and do 20-minute presentations on those topics. Then we provide a free lunch. Then we have entertainment. We have some of the college fraternities and sororities that bring over steppers and their steps, and then we'll bring some Sankofa House Dance, Sankofa Arts Organization. They'll come over and they'll do some drumming and dancing. It's just turned into like a great community event. And the reason I like it so much is because we're just not affecting Black students. We get students from Washington, PA, from Fox Chapel, from Beaver Falls, all throughout this region, through Western Pennsylvania. We're getting students, maybe about 30 different schools that are participating in this event. Because again, some of the schools don't have the funding, they don't have the curriculum to teach about Black history within the school system. And this year we had over 60 essays the students submitted. And that was really a big thing. And we started off with about 10 or 12, now we're up to 60. That was 2018. Then in 2019, I'm always traveling and searching to find out about different things that's going on in different cities and different other places that are doing cultural stuff and bringing the people together. We went to Cincinnati, the Cincinnati Music Festival, and while I was in Cincinnati, we came across their Soul Food Festival. And it's called A Taste of Cincy. And as we were sitting there in Cincinnati inside of what they call Fountain Square, I said to myself, oh, we could do that back here in Pittsburgh. So we end up starting in 2019, we started Soul Food Festival. And the Soul Food Festival started off as a one-day event. Last year, we were blessed to have over 22,000 people for the Soul Food Festival, a 3-day event. It generated $3.2 million for the city and the community. And it's just growing and growing and growing because people feel a need to celebrate Black cultural heritage and Black cuisine. We also give our small business vendors opportunity to make money and generate and produce that money back into our communities. So then in 2018, going back to 2018, when we moved to Point State Park, we also created what we call the Pittsburgh Black Music Festival. The Black Music Festival was created as a tribute to Black artists in the city of Pittsburgh that had paved the way for a lot of the national entertainment that's going on. In 1920, it was a brother named Sellers Hall McGee. He held the he was the biggest promoter in the city of Pittsburgh. He held the biggest jazz event up on the Hill District. And then, based on that, we done had great entertainers come out of the city of Pittsburgh, Ahmed Jamal and George Benson and Phyllis Hyman and so many other great Annie Turn things, so many other great jazz and R&B artists. So we decided that we were going to do a tribute to Black music coming out of the city of Pittsburgh and our heritage. So we created the Black Music Festival. So now that's a separate festival now at Point State Park. So we actually have 4 celebrations. So then in 2021, I'm sorry about that, we created the Juneteenth Youth Festival. The Juneteenth Youth Festival is a celebration of, we partner with the Pittsburgh sports teams, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Penguins, and the Steelers, and we have youth activities over at Mellon Park for our students. And we see about 2,000 students for this. This year is going to be June the 8th and the 9th. And they come over there and they can participate in flag football. We have 3-on-3 basketball competitions. The Pirates come over and do a play ball baseball expedition. The Penguins come over and do a deck hockey, a showcase. And it's just a wonderful thing that, we're just so happy to be able to produce these events. And all of our festivals are free. And that's one of the things that we try to maintain for our community, to have outdoor activities. Young people and adults can have some enjoyment within the city. The small business vendors can make some money. Local businesses downtown make money. Last year, with all of our festivals combined, we saw over 100,000 people. We ended up generating $9 million to the city of Pittsburgh and Allegheny County with the festival events, tourism, and everything else. At the Juneteenth celebration, we had over 50,000 people. The Soul Food Festival, we had over 22,000 people. At the Black Music Festival, we had over 22,000 people. And at the Youth Fest, we had over 10,000 people. So we're just happy about the progress we're making within the city and all the support that we get from our vendors and also from our sponsors and the people that really care about the work that we're doing in the community.
We'll be right back with the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report.
It doesn't matter the time nor the place, the conditions or transitions. Doesn't matter who you are or who you're with. Before, now, and always. Through all phases of life, Duquesne Light Company is here for you.
Port Authority has a new name, Pittsburgh Regional Transit, PRT for short. It's all about doing an even better job of getting people where they want to go every day. It's also about getting people where they want to go in their careers. PRT is looking for some new faces. We're hiring for every position. We offer great pay and benefits and a direct route to a great future. Go to rideprt.org/careers. PRT is an equal opportunity employer.
Looking for a cost-effective way to help increase your company's bottom line? Look no further than Soul Pit Media. With our award-winning print, internet, podcast, and Soul Pit television options, we can help your business get to that next level. For more information, contact Craig Dawson at 412-407-7685. That's 412-407-7685. And let Soul Pit Media take you to that next level.
UPMC is committed to addressing the health disparities that disproportionately impact African Americans in our communities. By driving education, training, and programming, and building relationships with our community partners, we can ensure that all individuals and families have access to the preventive care, screenings, and treatment that can lead to healthier lives. Learn more at upmc.com/health disparities.
Yeah, who's this?
Don Stogie, it's me, Nick the Nub.
Hey, my boy, what you got for me?
Boss, I got the bundle on some bad news about your best customer, Sammy Sticks.
What, sleeping with the fishes?
Nah, he's still with Wanda, but he's been herfing with the Cigar Fathers.
The Godfathers?
No, boss, Cigar Fathers, you know. Friendly, knowledgeable staff, live outdoor patio jams, and a wide selection of cigars and cigar accessories.
Oh, how do you know so much about this place?
Well, boss, because I've been coming back all week.
What?
Hey, I'm sorry, Don Stogie, but with everything Cigar Fathers is offering, I couldn't refuse.
The future of transit is now, and we are working to improve your ride. Look for bus tracking technologies and other innovations to keep you better informed. Getting around town has never been so easy. PortAuthority.org.
Do you like entertainment that provides diverse programming? Well, there's a new radio station that provides exactly that. Yes, Pittsburgh's diverse sports and entertainment network provides a mixed radio format and is the place for soulful music, sports talk, and lifestyle programming. Check us out at pghdsen.com. You'll be able to find our radio schedule with all of our exciting entertainment programs. Listen now by going to pghdsen.com.
Did you know that STD rates have increased in Allegheny County?
No, I did not.
Yeah, especially for people under 30.
Maybe I should go get tested.
In Allegheny County, symptomatic syphilis cases increased by 97% and gonorrhea cases by 18% in the past year. And having multiple STDs increases your chances of getting HIV.
Oh, wow. Do you know where I can go get tested?
The Public Health Clinic offers free walk-in STD and HIV screening located at 1908 Wiley Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA 15219.
It looks like I know what I'm doing tomorrow, getting tested, and I'll make sure to spread the word.
For more information, call 412-578-8081 or visit AlleghenyCounty.us/HIV.
We're back with the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report. See, I wasn't that far off when I said that You know, you are an unsung hero. See, my unsung heroes list is very short. Okay, I want you to know that. And I want you to know that I've known you, man, from the concert days. You know, I'll just be very upfront and honest. And you've always been a low key type of person, but you are a part of what our youth need to be hearing about. You know, that there are situations that with hard work and dedication, you know, you can definitely see the other side. Now, B, speaking of all your events, how can potential, and I want to say this first, how can potential sponsors, because companies that are happen to be listening to this broadcast, we have someone in the community that's gone over and above to try to make a difference, to stop the violence, to make sure that these kids have opportunities. And I'm calling you out to help Stop the Violence Pittsburgh to do this. I've taken the position that I'm not going to set on the back burner when I can help people that are trying to make a difference in the community. And B, I want to let our potential sponsors, vendors, bands, or anyone, how can they reach out to you, become part of one of your events?
We definitely need the help because these events are free to the public, so we don't have ticketed events. But you can contact me at stoptheviolence@yahoo.com. That's stoptheviolence@yahoo.com. Or you can just call me. My number is 724-205-9376. So your funding and your commitment to these type of events actually do help make a difference within the community. So it's very important that we try to continue to grow and actually get the help that we need to make these things happen. We appreciate the opportunity to be able to speak to some people that might not even be participating. Right now, we have a lot of people that are sponsoring and supporting these events because they see the growth. I'll just give you a brief example from the Heinz Endowment. One of the guys that when we first started getting some help from the Heinz Endowment, they gave us a little bit of funding, and they gradually actually started increasing the funding. One of the things he said, you know, we tested you. We wanted to see exactly what you was going to be able to do if we gave you a small amount of funding. We watched these events grow to where it's just a phenomenal situation. To be able to say, this is one thing I'm so proud of. One of the things that we were able to accomplish last year, of that $9 million that we did through tourism and all the other activities that we brought in, $1.6 million actually went to the small business vendors. And $1.6 million in turn is generated back into our communities. Our communities are some of the most deplorable and impoverished in the country. You're constantly getting reports about the plight of Black Pittsburghs, about the negative plight of Black Pittsburghs, whether it's our health situation, our economic opportunities, our educational opportunities, whether it's disparity with women treatment, and all the things that's going on that affect us here in the city of Pittsburgh. And that's why we're so proud to be able to produce these events and actually do something to change the narrative about Black people in the city of Pittsburgh, with the psychological and mental effect, depression that people have here in the city of Pittsburgh, do something with an economic impact, and also do something to curb violence within our community and inspire our young people to do something, to see something else in life, see other things that they can do and accomplish in life.
Absolutely, man. We always like to end our shows with a positive message, especially to our youth. Now, B, we always try to reach out and show them that with hard work and dedication, there's no mountain that they cannot climb. What advice would you give our young listeners who might want to be the next B. Marshall?
The only advice I can give you is don't give up on your dreams and your ideas. Don't let somebody deter you from whatever things that you feel in your heart that you want to do. That's where it comes from. That's where the dedication and the consistency comes from. And it doesn't matter if you are successful immediately. You just got to keep on trying and being consistent. When we started off, we had our first Juneteenth celebration at 25 people. And now, 10 years later, we can brag that we had 50,000 people. There's a lot of times that people wanted to quit. They didn't want to donate their money, their time, their energy. But I'm thankful for my wife because she's one of the persons that continues to drive our engine to make things go forward. Spending her time, her money, her resources to make this situation a lot better. So if you are a young person, just follow your dreams and your ideas and set goals for yourself. They don't have to be big goals, but it can be something that you accomplish. Whether you're doing something every day to learn something different, to learn something new, and to follow people that have done stuff successfully. That's what I try to do. I always give praise to the people that came before us because they set the pattern, they set the groundwork, they created the foundations for us to work off of. So that's my only advice that I can give to anybody, young or adult.
Well, B, let me say this again, man. Thanks so much for taking time out of your very busy schedule to be our special Black History Month guest. We're going to have you back, in between some of your events to try to push them more because, man, you're making a difference in the community. I definitely salute you for that, and I want you to know that Soul Pit Media is 100% behind you.
Most definitely, almost since the beginning. We appreciate you. Thank you, Donna.
Well, I'm sure that she appreciates that also, and I think that's why she founded Soul Pit, man, because when you take a step, we take a step. If we all just keep driving and taking that step, we can make Pittsburgh the city of champions for everybody.
Everybody, yes, collectively.
Absolutely, man. Take care, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report.
It doesn't matter the time nor the place, the conditions or transitions. Doesn't matter who you are or who you're with. Before, now, and always. Through all phases of life, Duquesne Light Company is here for you.
Port Authority has a new name, Pittsburgh Regional Transit, PRT for short. It's all about doing an even better job of getting people where they want to go every day. It's also about getting people where they want to go in their careers. PRT is looking for some new faces. We're hiring for every position. We offer great pay and benefits and a direct route to a great future. Go to rideprt.org/careers. PRT is an equal opportunity employer.
Looking for a cost-effective way to help increase your company's bottom line? Look no further than Soul Pit Media. With our award-winning print, internet, podcast, and Soul Pit television options, we can help your business get to that next level. For more information, contact Craig Dawson at 412-407-7685. That's 412-407-7685. And let Soul Pit Media take you to that next level.
UPMC is committed to addressing the health disparities that disproportionately impact African Americans in our communities. By driving education, training, and programming, and building relationships with our community partners, we can ensure that all individuals and families have access to the preventive care, screenings, and treatment that can lead to healthier lives. Learn more at upmc.com/health disparities.
Yeah, who's this?
Don Stogie, it's me, Nick the Nub.
Nicky, my boy, what you got for me?
Boss, I got the bundle on some bad news about your best customer, Sammy Sticks.
What, sleeping with the fishes?
Nah, he's still with Wanda, but he's been herfing with the Cigar Fathers.
The Godfathers?
No, boss. Cigar Fathers, friendly, knowledgeable staff, live outdoor patio jams, and a wide selection of cigars and cigar accessories.
Oh, how do you know so much about this place?
Well, boss, because I've been coming back all week.
What?
Hey, I'm sorry, Don Stogie, but with everything Cigar Fathers is offering, I couldn't refuse.
The future of transit is now, and we are working to improve your ride. Look for bus tracking technologies and other innovations to keep you better informed. Getting around town has never been so easy. PortAuthority.org.
Do you like entertainment that provides diverse programming? Well, there's a new radio station that provides exactly that. Yes, Pittsburgh's diverse sports and entertainment network provides a mixed radio format and is the place for soulful music, sports talk, and lifestyle programming. Check us out at pghdsен.com. You'll be able to find our radio schedule with all of our exciting entertainment programs. Listen now by going to pghdsен.com.
Did you know that STD rates have increased in Allegheny County?
No, I did not.
Yeah, especially for people under 30.
Maybe I should go get tested.
In Allegheny County, symptomatic syphilis cases increased by 97% and gonorrhea cases by 18% in the past year. And having multiple STDs increases your chances of getting HIV.
Oh, wow. Do you know where I can go get tested?
The Public Health Clinic offers free walk-in STD and HIV screening located at 1908 Wiley Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA 15219.
It looks like I know what I'm doing tomorrow, getting tested, and I'll make sure to spread the word.
For more information, call 412-578-8081 or visit AlleghenyCounty.us/HIV.
We're back with the Soul Pit Media, Health, and Business Report.
Hi, this is Debbie Norrell, and welcome to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report Community Calendar. On February 24th, from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m., join the Allegheny County Bar Association Homer S. Brown Division as they celebrate the launch of the division's first ever children's book, Black Lawyers of the Burg. The book introduces children to careers in law through the journeys of many Pittsburgh-based lawyers. This is a community event and all are welcome. This fun-filled community event at W. Posvar Hall on the University of Pittsburgh campus will include a DJ, face painting, giveaways, book signings, and more. For event details, visit acba.org/blacklawyers. Did you know most sexually transmitted diseases have no symptoms? Did you know untreated sexually transmitted infections can cause fertility issues in all genders? Did you know having multiple STIs increases your chances of getting HIV? The only way to know your status is to get tested. The Public Health Clinic offers free and confidential walk-in HIV STI screening. For more information, call 412-578-8081 or visit www.AlleghenyCounty.us/PH Clinic. Pittsburgh's Regional Transit's new Ready to Ride mobile ticketing app offers a convenient way to purchase transit passes and access other important information so that you will be ready to ride. Scan the QR code or call 412-442-2000 for more information. Caring Connections for Youth is a community-led initiative that provides access to support and services to any youth up to age 18 living in Allegheny County as a diversion to the juvenile justice and child welfare systems. Respond the Caring Connections way to disorderly conduct, fighting, truancy, minor drug possession, and parent-child conflict. Dial 211 and press 3 for the Caring Connections Youth Hotline. Don't forget to visit thesoulpit.com for the latest in theater, musical entertainment, job opportunities, and health information. That's thesoulpit.com. Thank you for listening to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report, brought to you by Pittsburgh Regional Transit. Looking for a great job with benefits? Check out their website, rideprt.org/careers. Thank you for tuning in to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report. hosted by Craig Dawson, Vice President, Soul Pit Media. Thank you, Pittsburgh, for your continued support.